Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at using synthetic division with something that's a little bit different. Now, synthetic division works great if it's your variable plus a number or your variable minus a number. It's a little bit more challenging when you have a number in front of your variable. I guess I'll show you this method, but I guess if I have a number in front of my variable like this, I might just use longhand division. But it can be done with synthetic if you get rid of this. So to get rid of this 2, I'd have to divide everything by 2. So if I divide everything by 2 on all parts, then I really end up getting this. Simplify my first, simplify my second, third, fourth, simplify this here. Now it's in a form where it's your variable plus or minus a number. So now I could do synthetic. What causes this to be 0 would be a positive 1/2, so that goes in your half box. Then I put down my coefficients here. Notice you're missing a cube, so it's a 2, a 0 for your missing cube, your negative 5/2, your 1, and your 2. And then once again, you just add and multiply. 2 plus nothing is 2. What's in your half box times what's in the bottom. You add what's in your half box times what's in the bottom. And then you add, gives you negative 4 over 2, which is just negative 2. Half box times what's in the bottom. Then you add half box times what's in the bottom, and then you add. Once again, the last number is still your remainder, and this is your quotient. Now, once again, we started out with an x to the fourth divided, or not x, a y to the fourth divided by a y to the first. So that would be a y cubed. So I'm going to have a 2y cubed plus a 1y squared, because I'm going down by 1 power each time, plus 0, which I probably don't really have to have. And then I could put my remainder over what I was dividing by, and I was dividing by this. But now I have a fraction within a big fraction. So I'm going to multiply this fraction here by a special form of 1, which is 2 over 2. 2 times the top gives me 4 on top. And then 2 just times the bottom. 2 times my y, 2 times my 1/2. Now I don't have a fraction within a fraction. So synthetic division can be used if you're dividing by something that's not your variable plus or minus a number. If it was your variable squared or your variable cubed, you'd have to do longhand division. So try it on the next problem and then watch the video. So first of all, I'd want to go ahead and divide everything by 2 to get rid of this 2 in front of my y. If I do that, I get this. Look at what causes this to be 0, which is negative 1/2. That goes in your half box. Put down all your coefficients here. 8, 0 for your missing term, negative 2, 1, 4. And then all you do is you add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and then you add. Once again, the last one's your remainder. And so we started out with a y to the fourth divided by a y to the first, so that's a y cubed, so it would be an 8y cubed minus a 4y squared, 0 the y's, plus 1, and then your remainder over your divisor. Your remainder, we're dividing by this, so that goes on the bottom. Once again, we don't want to leave a fraction here of 1/2 in the bottom of a big fraction. So I'm going to multiply by 2 over 2. Now, if this was a 1/3, I'd multiply by 3 over 3. Or if this was a 1/5 here, I'd multiply by a 5 over 5. So, not doing anything to the first part. 7 over 2 times my 2. 7 over 2 times my y. Not 7 over 2. 2 times my y. And then 2 times my 1/2. And that's what I get.